It's almost time for us to pursue the next challenge, which I cannot announce today. We have an announcement coming that is the biggest piece of news we've had since the HoopLife building. In fact, I'd argue it's bigger. And so it is worth all the hype. So it is going to be the biggest thing we've done at HoopLife, and it's the next chapter. Getting more fun too. I mean, we'll talk about it in the next segment, but I've been dancing into work the last month or two. Like this summer's been really good. I think the Lakers will probably do it this year.
Of course you do.
That's probably it's a
throwback to take. He says that every year.
I've been saying it for a while and I've never been right. You accused me of being drunk. You accused me of being drunk on the show once.
Here comes Bronny.
You're about to start that again. I'm looking to see if you've got a Mickey in your pocket, because here we go. Did he cop out?
Sure, yeah. That's kind of a pansy move.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put some money on after the show too.
Nice.
I bet you he wins.
Oh.
Everything from a beginner athlete to someone who's looking to pursue college level basketball. There's something for everyone. It's not just about playing basketball. It's about using basketball as a tool to help kids become more confident and more successful in life, and that's been the mission.
Welcome back, everybody. Time to continue the fun here on Locker Talk, and we welcome back one of our regular monthly guests. His name, in case you didn't know already, is Andrew Gottslig. He's the CEO of HoopLife Basketball Training. And just like every other sport, they're up and running here after a little bit of a summer hiatus, although they don't really...
I was going to say,
they don't take much of a break over at HoopLife. No, they do not.
No hiatus.
None?
No, nothing.
Didn't take a week off?
I took 5 days with the family.
Nice.
I took 3 kids under 5 to Toronto for a week, and that's not a vacation. But I've learned, you go on vacation with the kids, set the expectations low. And I looked at my wife, I said, hey, how were your expectations low this trip? She said, yeah, they were. I said, did you have a good time? She said, yeah, I kind of did.
Did
and
you
I learned
fly?
That with 3 kids
under 5?
With 3 kids, yeah.
Wow, good for you.
5 and under, yeah.
Yikes.
But you know what? I think that's my advice to parents. Set your expectations low, and then you'll actually end up having fun.
International hoops, Paris Olympics. I think it's safe to say Team Canada, men and women, did not meet expectations?
Yeah, I mean, we were close.
Close.
I think we can build off it though. I'm an optimist. I like looking at the glass half full. So let's look at what we did this year versus the last 30 years. Yeah. And you know what? We were never even in the conversation even 4 years ago. It was never there. So the fact that we were there and the game against France was tough. But remember, I think we got beat from France because we have no posts on Team Canada.
No, you got beat by France because there were some guys on the court wearing striped shirts that didn't really want to give Canada a chance in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Everything was the odds were against it.
International officiating sucks.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
For sure. Yeah, and it's in France, and of course, but I think I'm optimistic. I think Canada never was even in the conversation. And we were in the conversation this year about maybe winning a gold. And so now that you get all these U.S. guys out, who's the face of U.S. now? Like Anthony Edwards?
Maybe.
Well, you bring up a very good point. The top player in the NBA may arguably be a Canadian.
100%. SGA.
And if we go a little bit further down the list...
Right now, I bet you he wins MVP this year.
I'm just going to go there.
I bet you he does this year.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've already got money on
First
him to be... Yeah, that should be another segment.
Yeah.
But is it safe to say, when you take a look at the NBA as a whole, that you have 2 Canadians who are in the top 10 in SGA and Jamal Murray?
Yeah, easy. I think so. I mean, maybe someone argued Jamal's maybe top 15, but I think he's in top 10, sure. Like, it's close. I mean, maybe you have to stretch 15, but SGA,
there's no doubt.
Put him at number. I bet you this year he wins MVP.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is.
Oh yeah.
If he's not number 1, he's not any lower than 3.
Oh yeah, no, and I would be surprised if OKC runs to the finals this year too. They're talented, young, like they did great last year. So, yeah, no, that's the thing. I think Canada basketball is in a place now that we have never. This is new waters. When you look 4 years ago, no one ever thought Canada was going to do anything in the Olympics, and now you look. And we actually believed for a minute that we could make it to the finals. And yeah, I mean, it's controversial with the France thing, but watch when we get Zach Edey on our team now. I think that'll help with the inside game, and our guards are going nowhere.
Was that? did he cop out? Like, other guys went from the NBA and they went, and he's like, well, I got to get ready for my rookie season.
Yeah.
Did he cop out?
Sure, yeah. That's kind of a pansy move.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you get one chance to. I mean, you don't know in 4 years you're going to be there. You might have a bad knee injury, so if you're healthy, do it. Especially when you got like a 40-year-old like LeBron doing it, and you got to get ready. There's no better way to get ready, by the way, than hanging out with SGA and Jamal Murray all summer.
That's true.
And RJ Barrett. You're hanging out with these veterans.
I just thought he got some bad advice there.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You don't really shut the doors at Hoop Life, but it did slow down a little bit. But now school's back in, and I'm guessing it's pretty busy over there.
Yeah, Hoop Life League. Hoop Life League. This is the 4th year that in Regina the Hoop Life League is coming. Everything's kind of, we've made iterations to Hoop Life the last few years, and I think this year we're at a point where we've pretty much got everything from programming starting at 4 years old all the way up to 18 plus with our adult league. And so there's elite programming, there's beginner programming, there's kind of everything. And so it's almost time for us to pursue the next challenge, which I cannot announce today, but I have an announcement that I hope I can make with you guys on the next show. But we have an announcement coming that is the biggest piece of news we've had since the Hoop Life building. In fact, I'd argue it's bigger. And so it is worth all the hype. So it is going to be the biggest thing we've done at Hoop Life, and it's the next chapter.
Very cool.
Andrew Gottslick statue.
No way.
It could happen. Would it be fair to say this is your busiest time of year, especially with the high school leagues getting set?
Yeah, September is by far. September, October is it's the busiest on the team. It's like it's almost a 7-day work week for like 6 weeks, but it's fun. Like it is what it is. And
as
fun.
you said, they're starting at 4. You've got some adult leagues going. There is something for everybody over there, isn't there?
Yes, yeah, no, totally. Everything from a beginner athlete to someone who's looking to pursue college level basketball. There's something for everyone.
Is it still surreal for you to see how much Hoop Life has grown since day one to where it is now?
It's fun, man. It's getting more fun too. I mean, we'll talk about it the next segment, but I've been dancing into work the last month or two. Like this summer's been really good, and we've had, it's been blessed. We've had a cool opportunity to do some cool things, and so this next couple of years is going to be pretty cool. And that's our goal, man. Our goal when we started Hoop Life was, hey, it's Hoop Life. There's a life to basketball, and it's not just about playing basketball. It's about using basketball as a tool to help kids become more confident and more successful in life, and that's been the mission. And so our goal was we want to plant multiple Hoop Lifes in multiple cities. We want to have the #1 basketball training app. These are all things, and you can't build nothing overnight. It all takes time.
And it helps when, since Hoop Life started, you've seen Canada's NBA team win a championship.
Yeah. The Raptors won. The CEBL started.
The CEBL started.
the rise in Canadian.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to say. Like we're seeing, and not just on the men's side, but on the women's side, because we're seeing what the Canadian Olympic team has done. Now we're seeing the WNBA getting a team in Toronto. We've seen women's basketball.
That was a huge summer announcement we didn't talk about.
We're seeing the WNBA becoming more and more mainstream because of players like Caitlin Clark, and I know we talked about that in June. You sort of seem to hit everything at the right time because this sport just continues to explode in Canada. We've got successful programs at the U of S, and we know what the U of R can do on the women's side. And the men's team is very competitive as well. But we're seeing that growth of basketball, and we're seeing it explode not only across the country, but we're seeing it explode locally as well because more and more want to play the game.
Yeah, totally. It's been amazing. 10 years ago, there was no hype around basketball. It was a secondary sport, and now you see in a province like Saskatchewan, which was dominated by hockey, football, right? And you see basketball is right next to them in participation, and it's awesome, man. We're having the time of our life.
Nothing wrong with that. Quickly, the NBA. Can the Celtics repeat? Because I don't think anyone outside of Massachusetts gives them a chance. It's actually kind of weird.
I know. It's an interesting year. I mean, I think the Lakers will probably do it this year.
Of course you do.
That's probably
Yeah.
it's our
We'll
time.
throw back the tape. He says that every year.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for a while, and I've never been right. You accused me of being
Bronny's
drunk.
gonna make such
You
a
accused me of being
difference.
drunk on the show once.
Here comes
Well,
Bronny.
you're about to start that again. I'm looking to see if you've got a Mickey in your pocket, because here we go.
The Lakers won't win. The Celtics should win. They have the best team. I don't see. I mean, if they don't, in the East is weak. So, I mean, which is great for our Raptors. Hopefully, they can hit a playoff spot. I don't know what's going on there.
Is Toronto a playoff team?
No, not now. I don't think so. If they do, it's maybe they're in the play-in. I don't see them as a sixth seed. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see it unless Scotty Barnes goes crazy this year. But I mean, we thought that 2 years ago, and it never really happened. So. I don't know. We'll see. The jury's out on it, but I do think the Celtics will go back to the finals. I think SGA will win MVP. And in the West, I wouldn't be surprised if OKC goes to the finals too. I would not be surprised. Not 1% of me would be surprised if that happened.
Who's your early preseason pick for MVP? Don't say Bronny.
MVP, SGA, I think.
Yep.
I think
That
that's
makes sense.
yeah. I'm gonna put some money on it after the show too.
Nice.
I bet you he wins.
I'll give you my books.
Yeah.
And
Got a lot of them.
you mentioned the Raptors. What did they do? Like, their draft was so underwhelming.
I know. I don't.
Their
know.
off season, they didn't do anything.
Well, we're kind of we're kind of like waiting to see, like, it's the roster has arguably gotten worse year over year
You're talking
since
the Raptors or the Blue Jays?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
Teams in Toronto.
Okay, I just want to make
teams in Toronto for real. I think when you look from the DeMar days, we got Kawhi, which was an upgrade, and then we won. But since Kawhi in 2019, I mean, you can argue that it's got worse and worse every single year. So maybe we're just trying to build. I don't know at this point. So
Watching Pascal Siakam have success with his new team hurts.
it does hurt. It does, yeah. And even watching OG leave, and well, we had two Pacers that went from the Raptors to the Pacers. So I don't know. Hopefully we get some trades. Like, I mean, Masai was GM of the year, so he should be able to do something. I think we still got to trust that, but. I do think the NBA is still top heavy. I think the NBA is still dominated by you have to have the guy, and I think that the support players are a bit easier once you have that. But I mean, show me somewhere a team that's won the last 10 years without a guy. I don't know if you can win anymore without that player. So we'll see. But I do love to see the super teams like the Phoenix. How you try to stack the team with KD. And Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, and then I love to see him lose.
Yep.
Because no one wants to see the super team. Like, LeBron ruined it that way, and I love that it's gone back now to watching some individual teams be really good and draft within. Like, that's what we want to see, right?
Yeah,
we don't want to see.
parity,
It ruins it when you have this. I mean, it's good to talk on a talk show, but it's probably not the best for fans. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a great season. It'll be good. Next
wait.
month, I'm sure we'll have a ton more.
Yes, we
dive
will,
into.
including a big announcement. Looking forward to that. Thank you so much for doing this.
Totally. Thanks, guys.
There you go, folks. Hoop Life. Things are rolling over there these days, and tune in next month when Andrew's here, and hopefully he'll have a big announcement for us. Hopefully he's not teasing us. That would be hurtful. Anyway, stick around. Lots more coming.